What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today is Monday, August 24th, I believe. It's 2 days after the DC Capital Grand Prix. I'm heading to the gym to train. Took Sunday off. Monday, I'm right back at what I'm doing. In a little bit of time of reflection, you know, I opted out to not do the Jay Cutler next weekend, which would be my 6th show of the year. So I ended this season with 5 shows under my belt, with the first show being last fucking place, like dead last out of like 30 guys. Dead fucking last. And it was kind of a wake-up call, an eye-opener to say, okay, what do I need to do, and can I do this? Can I be better at what I need to do to be able to do this divisions, physique? I followed that up with a 2nd place finish in Woodbridge, 3rd at the Maryland. I won in Delmarva, a 3rd in the Open, a 3rd in the Masters, and a 4th in the Open in the DC Capital this past weekend. So top 4 in all the shows except for the first one that I did, which I didn't know what the fuck I was getting myself into. And obviously I had some issues of how to pose and stuff like that. But overall, I'm satisfied with what I did. I don't feel like next week I can produce a better physique than I did this week. I gained 12 pounds of lean mass in 14 days and didn't change my conditioning from the Delmarva to the DC Capital. And everybody was just like, what the fuck? Like, they didn't think I could do it. Most people are just like, you know, he's full of shit, or, you know, with a shirt on he looks better, but once you see him on stage, he's not going to look better. But I did it. Like, I accomplished all my goals this year, including winning my class at one of the and since there was, you know, there's only so many shows you can do in your area a year, I think I only missed like maybe 1 or 2 that I didn't have to drive to in this area. So overall, I'm satisfied, and it's time to reflect a little bit on, you know, what I did. And I thought about it, and really I had every reason, every excuse in the book to quit every single one of these shows. More excuses than you watching this right now, I guarantee. Between having a torn rotator cuff and bicep tendon, which acts up and doesn't allow me to train 100% properly. It does still cause me pain. It restricts ranges of motion. I can't do certain exercises. That's one reason why people would quit right there. They just say, I can't do it, I have an injury, and I can't do it. Other reasons, this guy's fucking driving like an asshole, so I gotta drive like an asshole. Other reasons, my dog is dying. Bruno is dying. He's not doing well. He's at the end stages of his life. That would put a lot of people out. My grandfather's battled with cancer. He then got pneumonia in MRSA, which I was really worried about him not being around very much longer. He's beat all that, though, interesting enough. The breakup that I went through with Carrie, which I can guarantee you will sideline more people from these shows than anything else. Anything else. You go through a breakup, there are people that don't get out of bed for days. They cry for fucking weeks. You can't get your head wrapped around fucking anything for a period of time. And that usually is enough to put people out of shows. My dad, they found a spot in his lung again. It could be cancer, it could not be cancer. They can run a whole bunch of tests and find out. How about after the first show, the feedback I got? You're too big, muscle-wise. You have to lose muscle. How many fucking people out there, bodybuilders, physique guys, whatever, who spent 25 years building as much muscle as they possibly could, would just decide, I'll just strip off 10 or 15 pounds of that now. All that hard work, I'm just going to get rid of it. And then after stripping it off and winning a show, being told, put the muscle back on. Almost like you're being toyed with. You're really not. Though that's what they want. They want certain looks, but it's discouraging. Gets you down, like lose muscle, gain muscle, fucking do this, do that. And I did fucking all of that in the wake of the breakup, my dying dog, my father being ill, all this shit. And to say it was easy would be fucking bullshit. To say, hey, I just fucking get it done is bullshit. You know, I had to dig down deep some days and get out of bed where I just felt like falling to my fucking knees and crying and saying, I don't have it in me mentally. You know, it's not physical. Fuck physical. There's fucking, physical is the easy part. It's the mental part that just fucking cripples people. And I said, you know what? And this is fucked up. There was a movie that I saw, Unbroken. If I can make it if I can take it, I can make it. That's what the guy kept saying all along. It's a true story. I don't know if he actually said that in the, you know, in his lifetime, but I kept saying it to myself. If I can take it, I can make it. And another interesting thing is pretty fucked up, and I told a few people this. Van Bra, of all fucking people, Van Bra. Now, when I was out in Texas at FitCon a couple of years ago, me and Van Bra were working out at the same gym, and we were filming a goofy little video. And he jokingly, while I was doing tricep pushdown, said, "Come on, Jerry, sacrifice for the win," in his, you know, southern accent. And I told him, "Shut up before I hit you in the head with a folding chair." Like that's what the video was. And interesting enough, I would actually fucking hear that statement, sacrifice for the win. Sacrifice for the win, over and over again. I don't know why the fuck it's stuck in my head. And it doesn't matter why it's stuck in my head. Sometimes motivation comes from the most fucking ridiculous places. And this ridiculous place was fucking Van Bra of all people, so thanks, Van. But sacrifice for the win. I don't need easy, I just need possible. All these things going through my fucking head every single goddamn day. If I could take it, I can make it. And I found out this year, in the last 6 months, how much more I can take than I've ever taken in my entire life. And still come out on top and be successful, what I consider successful, over the last 6 months. So for what it's worth, you know, there's always going to be somebody out there that's worse off than you, and they're not quitting. They're not giving up. They're not stopping. They're not fucking changing their goals to make it easier because they feel it's too hard. They're just fucking pushing forward and getting it done. And I guess that's what 2015 has been all about for me so far. There's been some bad times in 2015 for me, but I learned a lot more about myself again, heading into 40 years old, trying to battle through the injury, be in the best shape of my life, going on vacations, trying to get leaner while I was actually away, while everybody else was eating fucking garbage and not giving a shit. I mean, there was a whole bunch of shit that went into, you know, all the trips that I went on this year for 5% nutrition, isotouring. While I was traveling, I was dieting for those so I could do these shows. I wasn't even sure if I'd be able to do that. I didn't know mentally if I could stay on the diet and train while I was on the road to be able to do these shows and better my physique. And I did it. All is said and done, I fucking did it. And nobody can take that away from me. Haters can fucking hate all they want. But I fucking did it. Period. Bios3Training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. Don't fight. www.bios3training.com is a blog. It's the I Did It bicep, and we're out.